Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Mercury Farms with me, CWATTYESO. Picking up right where the last episode pretty much left off, we've got Doug harvesting field 48, Helgi's running trailer duty, trailer service. Doug's having some issues though, getting to the edges of the field. We seem to have run out of fertiliser now in the fertiliser machine, so we're waiting on that to produce more fertiliser. So Dolores currently is now on the old loady wagon, so she's going to run around, do the loady wagony type stuff. I am going to have to manually hop in from time to time just to go and empty her. Once she gets, once she gets full, I'm gonna have to take over. As I say, Doug's doing the headland. He's going to do 3 headlands, then he's going to zigzag up and down the field a bit using the spiral method that I've perfected. So he's going to drive down here, he's then going to pull out, he's going to do start his second headland. Perfect. And as I say, Dolores getting all the straw. I could automate this part of the task as well. I could have set up an unloading course for her, automatic unloading course. Just didn't think about it. You know what, I can do? I'm gonna do it. 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 So let's put it in that mode. And what we're going to do, we're going to have, say, start point here. We're going to have a drive into the farm. Hopefully not hit anything. Driving through here, reach the old unload point. You can tip into there. You can turn back round here. And we can call that field 46 unload. Right, back to work mode. Load course 46 harvest, 46 unload, first waypoint, drive course. And now I don't have to get involved. Dolores can do that herself. Right, Rostel Smash needs emptying. And the barley harvest is coming in nicely. Then, like I say, we've got basically we've got canola to do on 38, and we'll have canola to do on field 60. But it's going to be interesting to see that. Anyway, we can move this guy out of the way. Doug's doing Dougie things in his lovely little harvester of power. Hopefully, you won't miss quite so much of this field. This is headland number 3. So once he's finished this, he'll start spiralling. Well, that's the stop point, apparently. There's our little chickens and our sheep. There's a nice photo for the album. Tried to pipe out. See, so Dolores is now actually doing the first of the straw collecting on, looks like, second headland. She doesn't seem to handle the corners very well. Maybe they're a little bit too tight. Yeah, she's basically going to miss all that. It's kind of where you want a bigger harvester, a wider harvester, has a slightly better turn radius. Rostel Smash may be in need of emptying. I just saw him coming up over the hill like some kind of creature rising out of the abyss. Laura's not even close to hitting full yet, although she might as she goes around the corner. Ah, she's got loads of space left. Just waiting to see if she's actually going to go off and get what I need her to get. She's going to go off and unload. So this will be the test. If the automatic unloading works correctly, she's not going to have any issues. Driving and navigating around the farm. She's going to manage all of that okay. Looking good so far though, she's off. See the tire marks on the court floor where she ran previously when I was running the course. Tip's okay, and then she's going to drive off for now. Does it without hitting anything? Looks like it. She'll go back to the field and then she'll carry on where she left off. Right, Rostal Smash I thought Rostal Smash needed unloading. Is he just doing his own thing now? I think he's put his blinkers on. So he's not got his blinkers on, so he's not at 80% yet. I see he's going to go round there and then he's going to do that bit. It's all very random what he's doing, look. He's missing a bit as well. I ought to check as well to see if course play's been updated. I haven't checked to see if course play's been updated in quite a while. I should probably do that before I go diving into like Welker Farms territory and stuff. He's now got his blinkers on, so he is close to getting full. As I say, Dolores is happily driving round. Right, he's full. Let's go get him. Let's go get him emptied. We've nearly got all the grain crops done for making the seed. We'll then be starting on big canola-y type harvests. Yikes. Laura's is quite happy driving around, just picking up straw at the minute. Which is, as I say, going into the fermenting plant to be silaged. And from there, we will then transfer that into the BGA. We'll transfer that into the BGA, and we'll make ourselves some good, some more digestate ready for fertiliser production. So we should hopefully end this series quite well off, considering what we started with here in start from scratch mode. I imagine she gets full driving down here. Yep. So off she goes. Back with Helgi. So I'm just going to park him just down here, because obviously there's a bit of land that this harvester's got to work on. Quite slow, this harvester. Whereas at least Dolores is cracking on with the old silage. Come on, Doug. He's got one strip to do. Just this little bit down here, look. I probably need to park my truck about here. Let's stop the driver. Ah! Forgot to save the course before we'd done the straw pickup. Oh well. Oh well. Not to worry. Not to worry. I can. Well, we'll probably ignore the straw on this field. We probably won't bother doing the picking up the straw on this field. Dolores has got a work cut out on field 46 anyway, so we'll leave her to do and manage that. What we will do, however, is get all this bit that he hasn't got. Quite random that he missed all this bit. I know Courseplay devs have been working a lot on the paths, the turning radiuses and stuff like that, the course generation of harvesters, trying to get harvesters to work a little bit more efficiently when they're harvesting, and work a bit more sensibly and logically, and do some slightly more real world like decisions and turns and stuff when they're working fields. So I'll be keen to see if there is a more up-to-date version of Courseplay than the one I'm currently using, because certainly these bits on the corners are the worst I've ever seen it. I've never seen it that bad before, where they've missed, so, you know, you sometimes see them miss a little bit on a corner of a field, but not to that extent. You know, normally they're pretty good. So I'll need to see if there's a more up-to-date version. Obviously, if my next Let's Play series is on Mercury Farms, I will probably need Courseplay on that, because those fields on that map are massive, and I'm going to need to probably have multiple vehicles on the go. I might have I might put the contractor mod in, just so I can have like a Nick and leg arms character that I can also control, alongside good old Ming. Right. Next step then, let's do the big field. The big boy field, the big daddy canola harvesting field. So I'm gonna Right, so he's gonna, after he's done his headlands, this fella's gonna actually do zigzags. He's gonna go up and down the field, by the looks of things. Well, of course, she's still doing straw. Helgi can go and unload all the barley at the seed factory. Also, quickly, whilst I'm here, let's just hop out. So that's all working. Okay. Obviously, tomorrow morning, when it gets to 7 o'clock in game, the mod's going to completely screw up and have a hissy fit. The animal worker will. It's done it every day. First 2 days I've tried using that mod, it's had a fit, and I imagine tomorrow will be no different. If it does, I will just put the Right, well, we've got more fertiliser in there than we can actually do anything with. We're not going to have enough seed. We're not going to have enough grains to make enough seed to use all the fertiliser. So there will be some fertiliser left in here come the end of days. Let's have a look. What have we got total then? So it looks like there's going to be about 30,000 litres left in here once it's finished making all the seed. So there's probably 30,000 litres of fertiliser got that's kind of wasted that we're not going to be able to get back out of there and get sold. That's not much of a problem. Here comes Rostel Smash. Is he nearly full yet? Okay, so if he does smooth corners... Here you go. Dude. I think I may have actually just broke his brain then for a second. There we go, that's better. Stop. Perfect. It's going to take him a while to get all the canola in. This field's big. Oh, that's really not helpful there, Doug. To be honest, what you're doing there on the corners is not helpful. So yeah, I hope GPS course play have improved that aspect, because that's shocking. Dolores is about to go and empty another load of straw. She's nearly got the field kind of done. There's obviously quite a bit that she can't pick up because the way the harvester's driven, the way the tractor turns and the way the harvester turns are completely different. So she can't actually get all the straw. But hey, she's trying. And of course, Rostel Smash will keep going around doing all the canola. Canola will go into the machine that makes all the pig food and everything. And the diesel. The building there, right there on the corner, just in front of Doris. That's going to make all the fuel we need to sell. So it may be an actual case of when this episode ends when I may have to advance a day off camera just to get everything processed and, you know, processed and transferred and transported, ready for the big sell-off day, for getting everything sold off to bring the series to its end. How are we looking? So chickens are doing all right. They're all taken care of. Not in too much need of food and that. As I say, Dolores seems to be quite happy. Carrying on doing the old straw collection. He's doing headlands, but he's making an absolute hash of the corners. And I know for a fact he's nearly full. Perfect timing, that. It looks like he's getting full on this road, so I will leave the truck parked down here for now, because this is where he gets full. I'm trying to reach a drink and it's a little bit out of my arm's reach. There we go. Rostal smash. Let's do some smashing of the Rostal kind. %, full. He's making a right hash job of the corners though. Not impressed with the corner handling, horseplay. The alternate way to do it would have been to do turn, headlands. I think someone's using an industrial grinder downstairs, or sander, sounds like. I think I'm currently in the process of having the kitchen redecorated here in the house, and I think they're trying to sand the walls to get rid of all the old wallpaper and paint. They're using sanders, get the walls back, get them nice and smooth, ready for the fresh paint to go on. Because we're just going to paint the walls at this time. We're not going to bother papering them, putting any wallpaper on or anything like that. The plan to do that will be further down the road, once some of the animals have gone that like at this present moment in time to eat the wallpaper and rip the wallpaper off the walls. Well, he's not got full this time. I think now he's doing the spirals though, isn't he? Technically. Because he's done 3 headlands, so this should be spiral runs now. Yeah. Dolores is off again. We'll chase after Doug. We're also going to need to polypot this Helgi a little bit more close, sensibly towards the middle of the field, I think. Yeah, he's not quite getting the the tool drop down in the right place. Let's get the old time scale moving a bit. We're seeing quite a lot of harvest. Field, obviously 60 is going to hold us back for a little bit. But we may be able to get cracking on field 1 again. Field 51 with the mower. I might see if it will pull the loading wagon behind it. Because that little Joskin trailer was too small. Whereas that might be good enough for it to pull. I don't know. Don't necessarily use it in loading wagon mode, although we could use it in loading wagon mode because there is a little bit of grass to pick up. Needs 220 horses, ponies, and our crone has, well, it has 1156 apparently. Don't know how true that is, what the torque scale is like. It might have 1156 horsepower, but if the torque scale's rubbish, then it can't put that power down on the ground. Right, so apparently Dolores has reached her endpoint, which we know is rubbish because there's still loads of straw everywhere. So I will now drive around and try my best to get as much of this extra straw as I can. And like I say, I could switch her over to the Forage Harvester then and have her start doing the grass. Get that in the silage, get the silage then moved into the BGA, get the BGA cooking, rocking, and as I say, in the big sell-off episode then we'll see how much money we make emptying all the buildings, selling off all the crops, what we can. You know, we're up to 4 million now. Like I say, we're doing well. One of the things I might do on the welcome app, when I start that, I might have a look at changing the because obviously in new farm mode we're only going to start with 100 grand. What I may need to do then is obviously take a loan at the start of that series to buy a bunch of stuff. But what I'm thinking of doing is making sure that the loan rate is set at such a thing that we get charged a lot of interest every day. The bank loan charges us a heck of a lot in interest. A bit like I did on the multiplayer server. And that would then give me, obviously, quite the incentive then to get cracking doing some work, get growing crops, turning dirt, to obviously make sure we can pay off the loan first and foremost before we start doing too much expansioning of the farm. Make sure we get the loan repaid, because every day that loan is going to kick our ass. I'm starting to regret not getting a better loading wagon than this. Again, if people have been watching my multiplayer series, you'll know the loading wagon we use on there. It's a bit ridiculous, but hey, it gets the job done. But basically, there's basically like three little the turns here that he'd done. Yeah, he turned very badly. It's worse when he gets closer into field, because obviously the radius gets tighter, the turn gets tighter and tighter. These are a little bit more flowing, these curves, so it should be easier to pick these up with the loading wagon. Lovely curves, these. Hostile Smash needs to be unloaded. Okie dokie. Go find Helgi, who's parked over here. Convenient. We're at 51% full. Hostile Smash will be at 100% full, so let's get this done. Perfect. That you can then carry on. Well, there's a couple of strips here. One's made a bit of a dog's dinner of loading this straw. loading wagon. Sing the loading wagon blues. Right, well I think at this point, because I'm going to, obviously whilst I'm doing this, I'm struggling to actually keep talking. I'm forgetting to commentate. So I'm going to actually end the episode here, so you're not just staring at me driving around in circles being very quiet. When you come back for the next episode in the Mercury Farms series, it will be the last episode. The next episode will be the last, so I will try and get everything done as best as I can to prepare for that. So, thank you everybody for watching this episode. I hope you'll join in for the last and final episode of the series. And I'll see you all again very soon. Goodbye for now.